Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this matchup. The New York Jets come in off of a win against Tom Brady and the Buffalo Bills as the Cleveland Browns come into town beating Tennessee in the Cleveland home opener. This is Monday night primetime. On the 50th anniversary of Monday Night Football, we celebrate the first Monday Night Football game, which was the Cleveland Browns and the New York Football Jets. So Phillip Rivers will lead the Jets against Christian McCaffrey and Mike Evans. Ben Roethlisberger is still out for the Brownies, so we'll have to see how that's going to work out for them. But they are a good team nonetheless, and I expect them to really put up a fight in what is looking to be a really strong AFC contingent. All three of the other AFC teams are currently 2-0. If the Browns win, all four will be 2-0, and we'll move into Week 3, which I still think that I think the first time an AFC team plays an AFC team is Week 4 on a Monday night, and that'll be an interesting game. But until then, this is Jets, Browns. Let's kick this game off.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Let's get up to the Jets' home opener in their 50th anniversary season of winning Super Bowl III. On the call, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taking near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a guy who's been around the league for quite a while. It's the veteran quarterback, Matt Schaub.
He's shown patience in his career, having to be a backup in the beginning before getting an opportunity to be a starter in Houston. And now he's one of those great veteran backup guys who's always available and ready to go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
Two-time All-Pro center Jason Kelce is one of the most athletic centers in the league. In fact, he went to the University of Cincinnati as a walk-on linebacker before converting to the offensive line. Can pull, trap, get out in front of runners in any situation, and one of the more intelligent centers in the league as well, handling all of their line calls.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here's Schaub. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the top.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's going to rifle one deep left. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws, I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has a big thank you to say to his defense. He threw the interception, then boom, the defense gets it back.
But the ebb and flow of a game is something else, isn't it? But you made an excellent point. A big thanks is owed to that defense. They went out there on what we call sudden change after a turnover and didn't give up anything.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2nd down and goal. Chubb toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Now Sean. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schaub.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
1st down, Rivers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The numbers for Thielen in that game last week, 7 catches, 94 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
On third down, Rivers. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
180! 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
They go play action. Rivers. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Turbin. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Robert Turbin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in. Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with McCaffrey.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back of the 29. Brandon Mebane busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Go, let's go!
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10.
Ready! 180!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He'll find Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Wait, 85!
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Watch the run!
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
180!
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rivers now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And able to find Garcon. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that called in the West Coast offense? The long handoff. Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space and some different... And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And those two they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers who's up to his old tricks. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go, D.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Johnson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Rivers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Rivers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Round 80. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Demetrius Harris. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up third down. Now Shaw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it, but boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent size deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to Cleveland.
That's how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York set to take the field. Now, they were good last time touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On play action, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rivers. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They go to Johnson again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Rivers. Johnson's got it complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They run again with Hines. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Set, 180.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Check.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Check.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Shaw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Schaub now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Chubb to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Browns on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rivers on the money, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pass incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. It fights him off. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready.
57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready, break.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That one caught by Ellison.
Let's go, baby.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down, Brown.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The busy night continues for Johnson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Ready, block the team!
Hey, let's get that home! Big Ed!
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. A little over 80 ticks to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Back to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Shaw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Here's Shaw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, for Monday Night Football. The New York Jets hold off the Cleveland Browns to take a 24-19 victory. We will see you guys next time for the Thursday night game. But as for right now, it's time for prime time. So we'll see you for that.